be very interesting because I don't know how this person is going to respond to my questions. This guest is a really special person in my life. He is, going quiet. Blessing. His name is Anthony Moswa. Well, Anthony Tondarai Moswa. Let's wait on him and get into this chat. I'm so excited. So I'm actually wondering where I'm going to start with him, but it's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. I've known him for probably, I've been friends for a solid 15 years. So it's going to be very interesting to have this engagement with him on camera, because we do have a lot of these chats quite often, and him and I go back and forth quite a lot. There are moments where I just can't stand him, but I guess that's what friendship or siblinghood is about, because he has been a brother forever, you know. So we'll just wait on him to join in, because when I was waiting for him, it's like, let me download Zoom. That's the type of person he is. So we'll just wait and see how long it's going to take to join in. Because this week has been so it's been very interesting. Car broke down, things just got delayed, it's just been a mess. And then a friend said, when I had asked a friend about something this morning, like, oh sorry, it's been a hectic week, Mercury's in retrograde, whatever. And I was like, oh, so that's what was going on. That's why there's been such a switch of things, because Mercury is doing its thing, if you believe in that. But it just kind of made sense why things were moving the way they were moving this past few days. So even today in itself has been quite hectic. You start off calmly, but as you move, things are just like switching, either moving too fast or too slow for you, but a lot is happening at the same time. That's what was going on. So when I was texting him to say, yo, can we move our appointment to, I think I moved it from 2:30 to 3, and he says to me, he's like, I'm sleeping, so I'll text you when I wake up. That's the type of human being Anthony is. So every week I'm always quite nervous as to how to start the episode, what to say, what are we going to talk about. And the moment I get into the hang of things, you just realize that you're nervous about nothing, or nervous about nothing, but you're trying to perfect it so much, or you sit and try to compare with what the next person is doing. You sit and try and compare with what the next person is doing, and it shouldn't even be like that. I try to remind myself all the time that, listen, it's your platform, you're creating it for yourself, there's a reason why you're doing it. It can switch up whichever way you want it to. There's no need to look at another person's podcast to try and replicate or be in a similar line as they are, because we're not the same like that. And our purposes are different. I got actually at some point I must do comments, which it's not a lot now, but I got quite a interesting comment from Sharon Seleka, who said she was watching, I think, the first episode, where I was saying, my God, I'm so anxious, I feel weird, whatever. She's like, no, you're not weird, it's natural, you're normal, and I can relate to you, and I appreciate it, because it reminds you that we don't have to always perfect things, we don't always have to do things as if we're reading a script, and I was grateful for that. Even knowing that my friends are just engaging in my content like that. Smurf from Durban, Nobuhlebengu, is very appreciative. She enjoyed my episode with my parents. Paul Hama Emma also had some good insight there, reminding me that just also in your captions, tell people what you're talking about, so that there's some interest in wanting to watch the podcast, or understanding, okay, if I'm watching this episode, what am I actually going to be picking up on, or engaging on. So I appreciate you guys, everybody else who's been subscribing, sharing, commenting. I really appreciate it. Most of the comments come straight to me on WhatsApp or in the DMs on Instagram, but I want them here on YouTube. It will be very interesting to hear from you Yeah, so that everybody else can see that, I got a nice support system. It's pretty great. You're horrible. What up, bro?
Nothing, man. So what's up?
I'm chilling.
What's all this about? Why you finna talk to people and expose their business?
I'm not exposing their business. Do you feel like it's exposing? That's why I asked you, what do you want to talk about? Don't come tell me I'm exposing business.
This ain't my show. Why I gotta have something to talk about? This is your show.
It is, but what I'm saying,
Where's your producer? Where's your content producer? Where's Lee? Where's she at?
Who says Lee's my content producer? Lee just got back yesterday. Here you are giving a title.
Because it takes a village. So you can't do this on your own. You are the face. You need to worry about looking good and how you're gonna be talking to these people. Somebody else must be putting all your content together. Like, all right, well, this is what's trending lately. People want to know about people's sex lives or whatever y'all be.
As much as half the time you say a lot of mess and you say it jokingly, it's just always facts. That is true, but we'll get there. We'll get to a point where I have someone produce my show. But for now, I do everything myself. Have you even watched an episode, though? If you're asking me why am I in people's business?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't. Because I don't have my laptop yet.
Man, bye.
And I saw your shit on what? Spotify. Did you say Spotify?
Yeah.
I don't have Spotify. What's that for?
Bruh, come on.
iTunes.
But
I choose, baby.
So the way I load it, it should appear on all other platforms, but predominantly it's Spotify. I just have to double check that.
Okay. Now I just haven't. I felt like I need a proper day where I just sit and then I watch them, because I'm always here, there, up and down, and I'm watching a lot of sport lately, like the IPL right now, and now it's Friday, Formula One this weekend, plus the rugby. Like, I'm gonna make time.
Essentially, you're telling me you ain't finna make time for me.
I said I'm gonna make time for you.
When, nigga? 20 episodes in? 20 episodes in? Then you're gonna make time?
Then I can binge watch. Boom.
You're sick. You're sick. But you asked why I started this podcast, or why am I getting into people's business. It's not necessarily getting into yours business. It's just, in the first episode, I was just sharing how half the time we think you're the only one that's going through certain things, or we're just too scared to speak about what we're dealing with. But when you do, you realize that majority of us are going through the same mess, and it helps when you're talking to people to kind of figure out how to deal with your particular situation. Or if you have never even considered therapy, it's within those moments where you're just like, actually, let me delve into this a bit more and figure out exactly what is going on with my life, how to better it, and just to learn and grow from my mistakes, if that's the case. So yeah.
Okay.
I ain't fishing for info, bro. I ain't fishing for info. If you don't want to talk about something, you ain't gotta talk about it, okay?
Nah, but we are going through it right now as a people.
Yeah.
I know for myself, I'm shit. What you going to do though?
How you? What am I gonna do? But how are you feeling though? Because I haven't spoken to you in a while. Every time I try to call you, you zero my calls. I'm sure you just look at this phone and like, it's just good again. Never mind.
Not necessarily that this girl. I just feel like, I don't know. When I'm high, I don't want to talk to people, because then I gotta concentrate, and I gotta be attentive to what you're saying or whatever, and that's hard.
So is that all the time, Moswa? Because but I don't call you that often, so let me not also try and act all mighty here. Boy, please. Do you call me though? When last did you call me, bro?
I feel like voice notes are they get the job done, man.
Facts. Well,
send a voice note. Tell me what you want to tell me, and we gonna be all right. I'll reply back
after 2 days.
Hey, I've been smoking some good stuff, so sometimes it take a while to come back down.
Are you still growing?
I've planted now for next year.
Oh, nice.
Can't believe I just said that out loud.
Don't worry.
I hope my mom doesn't watch your show.
Your mom, my mom is watching this show. She's gonna be like, "Ooh, Anthony." So the other day,
I won't say much.
The other day, I think you asked earlier this morning, this morning or yesterday, it's like if you can smoke on the show. And by default, the response in my mind is like, oh, no, you can't because my parents are watching this. And that is one thing I need to unlearn. As much as we need to be respectful of our parents and everything else, in being honest and truthful as to who you are, what you're about, that's one thing I have to unlearn, where when you think of doing something, the first instinct shouldn't be, oh, what are my parents going to say? And especially if it's not you, but it's the next person, already because my parents see you as their kid as well, it's like, oh no, now they're going to question and be like, and then you want to what? You all smoke together, So I need to unlearn that thing of being so worried about the next person or the parents themselves as to, am I doing what you want me to do, or am I doing what I want to do?
It's a good guide. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good it'll guide you. You don't always have to be like, what are my parents gonna say? But sometimes it's a good one to be like, maybe I shouldn't, because what would my parents say?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, your mom watches this, but this is way beyond her. If there's things she don't like, she shouldn't be listening. This is just not that platform for her to be on.
I think I said this to her after the second or third episode, and I'm like, I don't actually expect you, because she was like, oh no, I don't agree with this, and I won't share it because it won't my audience might think I'm confusing them. I'm like, I don't share with you to share with your audience. I share with you to learn more.
This ain't your time, mama.
And respectfully, I share with you for you guys to kind of learn more about me, because personally, I feel like this is it's a lot easier for me to kind of communicate with my parents through this, so for them to learn more about me and my people and what our generation essentially is about, because I think sometimes our parents think like everything and everyone should be the same, and if it's not how they know it or what they believe in, then it's not it at all, so she's aware of that. If she don't like it, move on up, let it go. Don't watch the show. Yeah. Welcome though.
So what's up?
Welcome to the Royal Mogul Podcast. I already did a whole introduction because I thought you were standing me up, I didn't understand what was going on. Yeah, I mean, you? Little old you? Yeah, bro.
I would never.
You would ever. So I want to talk about, when we start first, I don't know if it's my network or yours, but every time you speak, you kind of buffer a bit. So I don't know, like.
So what should I do? I don't know. It's my Wi-Fi?
I don't know. It's probably, I don't know. I get it, but Mercury is in retrograde, so maybe that's what's messing us up. I don't know, bro, but it's fine. Let's continue with this thing. I want to start off on how we met. 2008. Got me into this party life and so I want to hear how you remember. Yes, you.
Mama, if you're listening, it wasn't me.
Boy, please.
I remember, did I not meet you at your hostel?
Yes, at the school. You were dating one of the girls there.
My baby mama.
Your baby mama, yeah. Oh, thank you for putting it out there. I
One of. One of.
One of. We'll get to that. Because you are a busy nigga.
I am a black nigga. I am a black.
Let's not do. How am I gonna get through this? Tell me how you remember how we met.
I remember, I don't know what I was doing in that hostel, but then I guess she was showing me around, and I remember we came to your room, and it's like, oh, this is Tseho, and I don't know. I think you were sitting at your desk, and you just like turned around, waved, and that was it. But when did we actually like start hanging out? Or
I think officially.
Lay off them herbs, man.
Wait, I didn't even hear that.
Because I don't remember.
Did you say you need to lay off the herbs because you don't remember?
Yo, this thing froze.
I know it did. No, listen. So I think I remember that day, I think, and I paid you no mind. You came in with another short dude. It wasn't V, it was some other random, I don't know. But the first time we hung out properly was when we went out to this club in Fourways. I can't remember what it was called, but it was where Bounce is now. I really can't remember what that place was called, but that was the first time. And you were a mess in the sense that one of the girls had a ponytail up and it kept slipping out. And she was dancing on stage and you found it and you were just and I knew from that point, I'm like, this guy is just rude, he's disrespectful. But for some reason, I kept seeing you more and more at the hostel and we clicked, like we became so tight that everyone else I met.
So you clicked with an asshole?
Very weird, right? I don't understand. Because everyone else moved away from you and we remained friends. Like, you didn't vibe with her anymore, but obviously at that time you didn't even know. So your ex, you didn't vibe with her. I know. Your life is a movie, but yeah, you didn't vibe with her anymore. I don't know who else shifted, but then I moved out of Res. You literally became a solid friend. Lee moved to Joburg 2009, and you were the one to just show us around and make sure we're good and everything else. So from that moment, I was like, solid. Asshole, but solid, you know? He has his tendencies.
No, this past week or these past 2 weeks, I've just been told over and over again how I am such an asshole. But like, it's almost like in a compliment in a way, but it's weird. Like the one guy's like, dude, ever since I met you and I've gotten to know you, you've just been an asshole, but
you're a nice kind of asshole. I don't know how that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get how I'm an asshole, but I'm a solid dude. Like, what makes you say that? And I keep asking, and it's because they were like, because you just, I don't know. Yeah, I think you have to explain.
So the reason why I've kept you around in my life for this long, and when you have your assholey moments, I tell you, and then I don't talk to you for however long, and then we become okay again. But the reason why part of the reason why I've kept you around is because you're fully honest. You're a very honest person. Some of the things you do are very shitty, obviously, but you're one person who does not think twice about putting himself first, right? And not putting himself first in terms of jeopardizing the next person, but knowing what you deserve, what you need, what your worth is. You affirm yourself like crazy. Like you are, I mean, for the longest time, you're like, I'm handsome, I'm hot, I'm like the shit. You still are like that. You're like, this handsome mofo, what the hell? I look so good. I won't be surprised if you see like you are making this look good at this point. So
you seeing what I'm seeing?
Nigga, I see you, but you're my brother. I can't be checking you out, so relax, okay? But I think that's one of the biggest things I really appreciate about you. And you always, as much as people feel like you're an asshole, you always do your best to put the next person onto something. You always do your best to help a person throughout whatever. The part where I feel you are quite messy, and that's what I want us to talk about, and I need to figure out your thinking this is when it comes to relationships, my friend. Bro, you in relationships, I don't understand you. Yeah. I need to figure out what do you want? What do you genuinely want? You and the people you date the most amazing women. Like sometimes I look at these chicks and I'm like, what are you thinking going for this guy? Because he's gonna show you flames and no one hears me. Right?
I'm an amazing guy.
Over the years, no one would listen to me when I'm like, don't go there. You're gonna see fire. They're like, oh, but he's so nice. He brought me this today. He took me to lunch. He did. I was like, okay. And then a few months or however long later, oh, 2 o'clock. I'm like, I done told you, right? I warned you. What is it, Anthony?
Okay, first of all, there is no such thing as a perfect man.
Facts.
Second of all, we all make mistakes. Why would you tell someone to stay? Why would you tell someone to stay away from you? What would be the reason?
So I think it's having seen. Okay, I don't know how. I can't remember how the first relationship, but it's having seen certain relationships how they work out because.
There she was up.
Woo, boy.
Next.
Okay, I think we need to park that for a second. We'll come back to this chat. Oh, okay. Let me ask you some questions.
I mean, why was there confusion about who was if she was such a loyal,
a saint? Yeah,
nice
yeah. True.
person?
True. And it coming out
but
so
anyway,
later in life. But anyway, we're not there.
That's probably one of my shortest relationships, man. That was, yeah. It was a speedy romance.
A speedy.
Yeah, it was quick. Boom. Happened, ended, gone.
I don't know why it felt like it was longer though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it felt like
if it was. I don't have any memories from it.
Oh, hectic. But it left you a beautiful memory though. It gave you a beautiful young man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my best man.
Love him.
That's my best man.
Okay, let's move away from this for now.
You cannot judge me for my relationships fresh out of high school. I was young. I was dumb. And I was just having fun.
Living your best life.
You got to understand as well, like, I was surprising myself, you know, like the girls I was getting, I was like, oh shit.
You got like beautiful women.
So I would be like, okay. And then, I needed to learn self-control.
Have you learned it now?
Have I learned it now? Yeah. Okay. I know what's wrong. I know what's right. I know what's gonna hurt my partner. And yeah, I know better.
Do you do it though, still knowing what's gonna hurt them, or are you more aware and you're not deliberate in doing whatever it is?
Well, the thing is, I am not in a relationship right now, or at least I am not.
Not one that you're aware of.
I'm not in a committed relationship. I got ladies that keep me entertained, but even then, I have to hold back because you're not my girlfriend, so I'm not gonna go all out on you. But as long as you understand that we are, you know, just passing time, then you need to be happy with the treatment that you get. You can't expect me to go all out and you are just a booty call.
Tick. Well, if it's clear from the jump what it is, and there's clear communication and everything else, I don't think there should be any sort of expectation. The problem is when
it always is, though. You know how females be.
I know, because I mean, you get into something and then you catch feelings, and then you are expressive about it, but the guy does not reciprocate the expression of saying, yo, remember what this is. You understand? And then the lines get blurred.
Then I become the asshole for reminding you that
you become future, your best friend.
Oh, I mean,
I can't stand you.
How else am I supposed to let you, like, you're not getting it? Because now it's not my fault that I'm going on another date and you thought you were coming over for the weekend. Like, oh my gosh, you're such an asshole. But you knew what this was when we started.
But this is the other. So with you, I get it. You communicate you put it out there like, yo, this is what it is. If things switch up, reminder. But not every guy does that. And when a girl acts a certain way or responds in a certain way, we're labeled as crazy or needy or whatever. But if you don't communicate something, how am I supposed to know?
Nah, I mean,
right? You put up a video the other day.
What I don't know other guys that well, but you know, some people, sometimes it's just the fear of losing the cookie. So it's like, all right, let me play your game. So I don't really want to be with you, but you know, if you catch me, it's a cold world.
So essentially, one would do whatever and say whatever to just keep the person around, even though they know I'm not trying to give you heaven and earth.
Hell yeah, and we territorial. I mean, just because we are, you know, just because we're having sex and you're not my girlfriend. I'll be lying if I say I'm cool with you going to sleep with another nigga.
It's okay for you to do it.
Well, yeah. Because
y'all men are messed up.
Have you ever heard of a brothel for women, like a brothel full of men?
No.
Because and this is just my opinion, so don't be, but my thing is, a woman cannot go and open her legs for any random man unless she got feelings for it. It takes a lot for you to open your legs. But I can walk into one of these main street buildings full of ladies, give her $200, bust my nut, and come back and cuddle with my girl on the couch. Because it's more than just the sex. And plus, I mean, I put on a condom and I took a shower. So we good.
Hectic. But it's too early. We'll come back. Shumba. What's Shumba? We'll come back to this conversation.
We got so many things to come back to.
Yeah? See, this is why you don't remember nothing.
Yeah. This is definitely why my memory.
You need to work on that though. Train that mind, okay?
I must what? Train the mind.
Train your mind, yeah. To remember stuff. Like I
play so do now.
Oh, nice. But is it helping you remember stuff?
I don't know. I'm just trying to I read, I'm playing this stupid shit, and I'm trying to do things that will,
I mean, it's stimulating your mind, but is it helping you remember like things like from like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever?
Man, why am I trying to remember the past?
Well, they're beautiful.
Past is gone.
Past too.
Past has kept me in this place for the past 2-3 years now, maybe even 4.
I was about to say it's longer than that, no?
But I mean, I'm just saying, holding on to the past has held me back. So I just need to let go of a lot of shit and move forward.
I wouldn't quite look at it as holding on to the past, but for example, me remembering how we met and that we've been friends for 15 years, that is a beautiful memory. Knowing who connected us in a way, that is a beautiful memory. Those are the things, those are the memories I would personally love to hold on to. The rest, obviously, let it go.
But I might hold on to the experiences we've had, like certain parties and concerts we went to, or just certain moments we chilled together, but like, I'm not that nostalgic to be like, oh my gosh, we were introduced by this guy on this day at this time. No.
Oh my God. Okay. I have some questions for you, Moswa.
Oh, are these yes or no, truth or dare?
No, I'm not going to truth or dare you, dog. Not here. You're a mess. You're a mess. I will never truth or dare you here because you could probably even do it. So anyway. What is your favorite item you have bought this year?
What is my favorite one?
Your favorite item that you bought this year for yourself?
I have not bought myself anything this year.
Why not?
I don't know. I've lost a lot, man, in terms of shit. How do I even explain this? It's been quiet, man, since maybe beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
I have just at home. I don't go nowhere. I don't hit the club. There was no club, but even when the club came back, I was not interested in it. I haven't gone shopping. I haven't done nothing. I haven't done nothing except make money and pay debt. Literally.
Oh. Money comes in and out just like that. I'm saying money comes in and out just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I am behind on my rent. And literally like last week, I think I paid like what, 15,000 towards it. Even though when I had that money in my account, I was like, you know what, just a new pair of sneakers would be nice.
Something. You couldn't.
I could have, but I guess I'll be just like, you know what, let me clear this debt and then I'll take care of myself. But I've been doing it for so long now. I've completely forgotten to do anything for myself. Not forgotten, I just haven't. I remember you said something when you were like, oh, when we're going to talk about self-care. Dude, I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. Like, I think about it, I'm like, oh, everybody talking about this self-care Sunday. And, you know, it would be nice to do a facial or do something. But, like, I literally just wash, lotion, hit my couch.
Done.
Done. That's it.
That is hectic. And I can't imagine what it feels like to have transitioned into such a life, you know, where you used to be like, oh, I want this, and you can get it for yourself. Oh, I want to go away, and you can do that. And now your life is just like 1, 2, 3. Those are my most important things I need to focus on, and then, you know.
Yeah, but some of this life stuff, you know, you gotta ask yourself, like, who said these rules? Like, you know, you gotta do this and you gotta buy yourself that, and you gotta, or at least we're in this miserable space that I'm in, I start to ask myself those things. You know, I try to now justify not doing anything for myself because it's like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who am I trying to please? When in actual fact, I could just please myself by making myself feel good. But I guess I'm not feeling myself like that.
How do you plan to get back to
Well,
feeling yourself though? Because you can't be in that feeling for too long. How do you plan to get back to feeling yourself again? Where you literally just do things for you and not just to cover debt and.
I don't know.
You were journaling. You would go on like a young week away retreat, move away from social, etc. Why are you not doing that anymore?
The excuse I use right now is that I don't have a car. So I can't get anywhere. I can't go away. I can't, because I'm in this place, in my house all the time. I guess I'm feeling kind of trapped. So even if I do step away from social media, then I'm just miserable in my house by myself. Like it ain't even like yeah. I don't know.
I hear you.
I will find the courage.
Please do.
Even like now, December just crept up on a nigga. Like, dang.
Very quickly.
I wasn't even ready. And it's like, and it's not December, but it's December.
It's December already, essentially.
Ain't no time to save, ain't no time to do nothing now. It's December.
And you get busier around December time, no? So you can't even really chill at that time.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something for my birthday. I'm just gonna forget everyone, forget the debt collectors, everything, and just think of myself.
I'm gonna contribute to that. Hopefully earlier than your birthday, but I'm gonna do something, okay?
Yeah.
Get out of the slump that you're in. What is one article of clothing that someone could wear that would make you walk out on a date with them?
What is
one article of clothing that someone could wear that would make you go out on a date with them?
That would make me go out on a date with them?
One piece of clothing.
Clothing. I guess if it has to be clothing, which is material, it would be a pencil skirt.
Okay. Pencil skirt, Jay, so they must just vary from.
Oh, you said one article. I mean, I wasn't
one article of clothing.
The whole outfit.
One article of clothing.
Like that's the only thing they wear?
By the sounds of it, the way I read this question, it feels like it, because I mean.
Oh, then she can just rock a trench coat and stilettos and we are good to go. A Burberry trench coat and stilettos and
we're good to go.
Wherever you want to go, baby.
Dad, say no more. Say no more. Have you ever been told you look like someone famous? Who was it? I'm trying to remember if I know.
I don't think so.
I was trying to think if there's anyone we've compared you to, but I don't think so either.
You look like you. Idris is trying to look like, but you know.
Idris is trying to look like you? You're hectic.
He be trying, but you know, you don't get to this chocolate, you know, just naturally. You know what I'm saying?
You're a total mess, Moswa.
But anyway,
you're a total mess. Okay, so normally I do those 3 icebreaker questions, right? Just to supposed to break the ice, but half the time it's like halfway through the chat where we're done dead. But the reason why I kept them is because there's some dope information that comes out of there. You know, it's not a 1-word response answer, but it actually just opens up the conversation, like the first question I asked you as to what was the last thing you bought yourself this year. So for me, it's quite interesting to learn more about a person through those chats, you know?
Okay.
Now back to the relationship conversation. I remember someone once said, a guy said, they want a woman to need them. And I wasn't sure how I felt about it. So the question to you is, do you want a woman to want you or need you?
You know what? I would want somebody who wants me. Because a needy, I don't know, you know, because it's almost like every guy wants to feel like they're saving someone, you know. It's like, oh, I'm saving you from a life of this, or you know, you could be with a guy that beats you up, or so. I don't want someone who's like all about me and then they have no life of their own.
Fact.
But I want them to want me. They better want me. Like, oh my gosh, look at me.
Look at it. So sick. Can't stand you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to be wanted, I think. Yeah.
I got you. That makes sense. You're right. Because and honestly, I look at a lot of people's relationships, right? Especially from a girl's perspective. You become so involved and attached to your partner and the relationship that when a dude breaks away to go hang with his friends, you end up not having friends to go hang with. And I'm like, I never want to be that person where you're sitting alone in the house, not knowing where to go, what to do, because your dude is gone, because you become these best friends. And it's okay, be besties.
And then you make me feel bad.
That's the thing. And then you're like, so when are you coming back? Yo, I've just been gone for an hour. Can I at least be with my boys, you know? So I hear that completely. And I think that also goes to understanding oneself and also understanding if you're codependent or not. I think codependency plays a huge role in that, and knowing what type of person you are. You know, are you the type that always needs or wants someone around you? Or can you genuinely survive on your own and have your own hobbies and activities to handle? So
I'm learning how to be on my own. It's probably one of the hardest things ever. I've always been with someone. Like, even, I guess maybe that's why you said I was messy. The way I would break up with someone is, well, I guess I wouldn't really break up with them. I would just sort of kind of ghost them and be on to the next relationship before that one. So I'd be overlapping. Let's call it that. So I've never had to be alone. And
yeah,
it's something I've had to learn, but through like probably one of my worst breakups ever. So I don't know. Maybe there's a whole lot of finding and searching and all of that nonsense that needs to happen before
you get into your next relationship. But I'm proud of you, the fact that you've been single for this long.
Hey?
I'm proud of you that the fact that you've been single for this long. I mean, well, you're not single,
yeah.
but you're single.
What is single?
Yeah, I was about to say you're not single, but you're single. There's no. But okay. Yeah, no, I hear you. Loud and clear. What's the most affectionate thing a woman has done for you?
What's the
most affectionate thing a woman has done for you?
What's the Oxford definition of affectionate?
Don't come at me with dictionary things, man. Hey, someone feeding into your love.
I mean, I'm asking like, what do you mean? Like, what do you want it? Eh?
someone feeding in, like, what was the most meaningful thing that has been done for you? Someone feeding into your love language, for example, paying for your rent, buying you something you really like, you know, or simply just being there in presence, in their presence and just loving on you. Like, what is that one thing that you really appreciated and you feel like, okay, damn, she really feels me. This is my shit. Anthony, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on.
We're going to come back to that one. Let me think. We're going to come back to that one.
So, okay, let me ask you, what is the most, since you can't think of what's been done for you, right? What is the most affectionate thing that you've done for a woman?
Wow. I mean, I'm a nice guy. I do a lot of things, so I don't know.
That can't be the genetic. You see, this is the thing. Dudes struggle. I watch quite a lot of interviews with couples and whatnot, and when they get asked a question, the woman would give such a detailed and beautiful answer, and you know, and then the dude's like, yeah, man, what she said. You know, she said a mouthful. I feel the same way. My dad did that last week, but anyway, y'all dudes don't really like use your words, man. Come on. And like you said, you can't just say, I'm a nice dude, I've done so many things. Think of at least one thing. Remember one. And why are you showing me that? Is that you? Is that the
so my mind is a little hazy.
No, but you're disrespecting me, dog. So how are we supposed to get through this if you are here?
That's why I said I'm gonna think and we're gonna double back to it. But
you're not smoking for the rest of this episode.
I can't?
No, you can't. I need your mind here. You're not. No, don't disrespect me like that.
Okay.
Come back to
Look,
life.
I've done, like, I wouldn't know what you mean by affectionate, you know, like I do stuff for people a lot, like even for people I'm dating. I'll pay your bills if you're under stress. I'll try, like, if we, like, one of my baby mamas, I'm trying to upgrade her, you know what I'm saying? So took her back to school. To get just a little couple of courses that will help her get better jobs. So I wouldn't know what's the one thing, you know, that.
Let's mark that as
I just try to be nice to anybody that's around me, that's in my life, because I believe in us winning as a collective instead of like me trying to outshine and be the moreki or the one with the dough all the time. I want to win with everybody.
I appreciate that. And we'll pencil that as one of the most affectionate things you've done. One of, because I know, I mean, one of. And I think this is because it was specific to a relationship, but just on our friendship, you have, dude, you've done the most for us, bruh. The 15 years hasn't been just groove and chats and just vibing here and there, but you have held us down. You know, you're one of the few people I truly appreciate and will never, ever, 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 ever let go of in my life. Doesn't matter how messy you get, I'll always have your back, you know, because I also got to understand I got to understand who you are exactly and part of the reason why you do certain things, right? And I think for the most part, we as human beings don't become lenient enough on each other to understand the reasons why behind people do certain things, right? You're just like, oh, so he did that, he a trashy person, cut out. No, why did they do it? You know, there was no intention to hurt the next person, but why did they do it? And I've really gotten to, and funny, I appreciated and loved you from the first year. And I knew from the first year, I'm like, this one for life. For life. Then I met your mom, I met your family. I was like, my nigga, we're here. We're rather dying, and that's it, you know? So
because we family.
We family. And I appreciate that about you. Even though you can be, hey, yeah.
The most amazing guy ever, yes. Even though I outdo myself, I know.
You were saying, before I get to the next question, you said one of your baby mamas. How many baby mamas do you have, bro?
So I got 3 kids with 4 baby mamas.
3 with 4. I know I hate math, but please don't play with me like that. I'm bad at math, but not like that. Please, respect me. Respect my people.
I got 3 baby mamas.
Okay, thanks. Let's leave that other one
I got
out.
3 baby mamas and 3 kids.
Mm-hmm. I'm keeping quiet because I'm trying to figure out if I should. No, I won't ask it. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
What's wrong?
No, nothing is wrong.
Are you trying to hold yourself from being like me? Because you know I would ask.
Of course you would. No, as much as this platform is to share about my life, learn from other people and whatnot, to a degree, I also want to be respectful of certain information that comes out, so that if a person doesn't want to share it, they don't share it. So I don't want to just out of the blue ask this question and then you're just like, oh, Tseho, why would you ask me that? Like, oh, you a bitch. No. So we being vulnerable on a public platform, at the same time, I still want to be respectful of people's lives. Understand?
That's okay. But don't worry, I ain't scared.
Oh, you ain't a little bitch.
I ain't a bitch.
Listen, I will
bitch.
not lie to you. I told myself, like, okay, no cussing, whatever. But I can't stop you from being you, and I can't change how we communicate. Do you understand? So I'm just like,
Are you telling me that your platform where we will come and talk and be vulnerable, we must be PG controlled? Come on now.
no.
Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense.
No, I'm not telling you that. But yeah, let's go. Should I ask you? Here's my thing, Anthony. You are a ladies' man. Is that right? Sometimes English escapes me, so I'm not sure if I'm saying the right things at that moment. But anyway, you're a ladies' man.
We can say that.
You have literally dated most of my friends. None of them listen to me, but it's okay. How did you get to have 3 baby mamas and 3 kids?
Spacing. I don't know.
Huh? What did you say?
I said spacing. So,
you're horrible.
My first baby mama, or at least the one who thought she was the first, before came out the woodworks with a grown-ass man and is like, oh, this is your child. And it's like, oh, where have you been?
Oh, my life.
Yeah. But like me and mom, which is to me, we were high school sweethearts, man. Like we were throughout high school, that was my boo. She even left and moved to Ireland. And when she came back, like the first day we saw each other, that's when we made common. It's like,
hectic.
Oh no, and there's just something, man. There is something there with me and her. Like she might be the one. She might be my soulmate. You know, you meet your soulmate. She might be. I think that's like one of the only people that gets me. Kind of doesn't take my shit. And yeah. Then the others, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Like, how do I have 3? Like, sex happens, and I don't know what you want me to say.
It's fine. Let's leave that question. All right. You just said it. Sex happens. It's okay. That for me is just, it kind of said a lot. It's fine. So do you think soulmates are or should be together, like in a relationship, or it's okay being soulmates and just genuinely being in your own spaces?
Well, look, soulmates should be, yeah.
You believe
But
that?
yeah, but it's really important when they meet.
Mm,
So if I met my, if you meet your soulmate while you are still finding yourself, that's gonna be a waste because you're gonna hurt them in you trying to, in whatever the actions you will be doing to try and find yourself. You're gonna hurt them, or they're gonna hurt you, whichever way. But if you find each other at the right time, it is such a beautiful thing because that's probably the one person that's made for you. You know, when you have someone where you don't have to communicate so much because you kind of just know each other.
mm-hmm.
Because having to explain yourself, you know, like for me, one of my struggles has been with dating, especially down here, is communication, man. It ain't, communication is not just talking. You got to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. So if
It's not
now
like
I'm
a,
saying something so
sorry, that sounds
clearly,
like
like,
a
yo,
Jackie Chan moment. Sorry. My bad. Do you understand
yo,
the words that are coming out
yo,
of my
that is correct. Like, do you understand? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not just speaking. Like, if I'm telling you this, and you're just like, oh, but da 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 da. So you didn't hear what I just said, did you? So
You're
yeah,
just
it's
going.
pointless. But yeah, man, it's all about timing.
I hear you.
So I've met mine, and I've met a couple of other amazing women, but wrong time.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
I just hope my luck hasn't run out though, because I would like to be back in love and love freely, not with fear and insecurities. Love like the way I was in love with. Well, we're not gonna do that.
It's fine. That person, it's okay. I got you. I knew. No, and that was such a beautiful time. Being able to experience that for you, you know, and not simply because I knew both of you were, but just you knowing you and understanding the space you were in at that moment. It was just amazing for me to experience for you, you know. But I don't think time is lost.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I just remembered you asked me um was what was it like the whole was it the affectionate thing? Like what's the most
Yes. What's the most
affectionate thing?
affectionate thing you've done for a woman or they've done for you?
I would have to say when it took me in after me and my family lost everything.
Hectic.
She did it against her mom's will. And like every time her mom came, I would either have to go squat on Ernest's couch, or I know I slept in my car once. And while we wait for her mom to leave town, and then I could go back there. Like I think that for me was probably one of the most amazing things anyone has ever done for me. Because I never thought I'd be in a position like that. And when I
Yeah.
was, she just took me in, bruh. No hesitation, no nothing.
So it was a right relationship as well at that time because you don't know if anyone
Okay?
else could have done it. I'm saying it was a right relationship as well for you at the time because you don't know if anyone else could have done the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
What a beautiful experience. Yeah, I love that. That was for me, that was one of my favorite relationships for you. But
Yeah.
life happens. It's okay. um
Sure does.
okay, what's this question saying? Oh no. What is it? No, not what. How is it? Yeah, but English is flying away from me. Hold on.
You need a break. Do you want to load up
when
your
you write
bundles?
keywords, this is what I wanted to find out. So here's, do you know the last time I was in a relationship?
The last time what?
I was in a relationship. Have I ever told you the last time I was in a relationship? Do you know? I never even say anything about relationships to you. So
you've never, and I was gonna ask you, but I felt like maybe this is your show, so I can't ask questions. But like,
no, you're more than welcome to ask questions.
You ever had a boyfriend?
I have, but like the person I would label as a boyfriend was in 2008. No, hell no, no, bro.
My bad.
Yo, nah, no, ew, no. You're sick, you know. Okay. I didn't have any.
Wait, so you telling me 2008 was the last time you had a boyfriend?
Yeah, someone I would literally say, this is my boyfriend, this is an ex or whatever. Anything beyond that in the past few years, for me, it's like, okay, I tried a relationship, it didn't work. I wanted this, you didn't want it. So there's no way I'm going to give you a title of a boyfriend or ex if you didn't deserve it, or didn't work for it, or whatever the case is. And the crazy part is, in that year, 2008, the longest was 6 months, right? So I've never really had, I've never been able to be in a relationship where you're building and growing with someone. I don't know how that feels like. I don't know how that looks like. I see it with other people, but I don't have that experience myself. So you being such a serial data or whatever the case, you're a builder. No, not even, wrong word. You're not saying you're a builder, because when you do get into relationships, most of the time it's long term. So my question is then, how does that feel? How do you, what's that experience like? Because for me, like lately even, I'm just like, oh, you're getting too close, hold on, I want my space. And then but at the same time,
my gosh, are you a player?
Am I a what?
Are you a player? Are you playing these boys? And then when you have feelings, you're on some, no, step back, I want to breathe.
No, I'm not.
Relationships are about not breathing.
Listen here, I'm no player, okay, nigga. Also, a big part of me does want a relationship, but then when the opportunity kind of presents itself, I self-sabotage. I'm like, hold on. Maybe you're not the right one. Maybe a better one is coming. So I find reasons to end things, or to. Do
you know what you want?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
And it's the most honest answer I can give, right? I don't think I know what I want, because it can look great. The interaction can be great and everything else, but at some point I'm going to find fault in my mind and be like, nah, babes, this is not it. I don't want this, and the crazy part is, when I interact with someone, I become so emotionally attached. My emotions are just like way ahead of me. But then at the same time, I'm still like, is this really the one though? Or am I just rushing it? Should I just wait for, maybe there's better ahead, So yeah, I don't know what I want.
I think first of all, do not look for the one. Don't start asking yourself, is this the one? Because nobody knows what the one is like, but you can make the one. Because as much as you get into a relationship and there's, things that you don't like, there's things that you do like that made you get into that relationship.
True.
So now how do we work on being able to move together with our flaws and all? Because one thing I hate is if a girl tells me, well, this is how I am. No, it ain't. You became that way and you can change.
Yeah, true.
So don't tell me this is how I am, or this is what I am, take it or leave it. Shit, I'm gonna leave it. Cause is it beneficial to be a little shithead, or you could change that and be a better person? I strongly believe when I get into a relationship, or at least I try, I want to leave you better than how I found you. So even if we do break up, I'm gonna try my best to upgrade you, because when we're together, you're a reflection of me. So I'm not gonna leave you going out the house looking like a thought, because then you're making me look bad. And what are you what are you making yourself
look like?
Look like? You know what I'm saying? And it goes with so many things, man. That was just an example, the dress code thing. But because I remember there was we're not gonna go into that story. My bad.
You better tell me off camera, because now I'm curious.
Yeah, I can tell you off camera.
Yeah.
It ain't no big deal.
So for me, it's
I don't know who listens to your podcast,
Yeah, hey, like I just see the numbers there. They're still little. I see the numbers, but we don't know who it is. So
yeah,
gotta be mindful. But yeah, so my thing is that how do you build romantically? I think I am and maybe it's some unlearning, or really, I don't know if I'm not lost. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of giving. I know what I bring to the table, etc. But for the most part, I feel like I'm a better friend than I am a partner. And I say this also because in some of the failed relationships, whatever, we go on to be such great friends with those people. Half the people that I've kind of dated or whatnot, we're good friends. And I can see myself being like, we're like the best of homies. But romantically, something switches and I don't know what happens. So for the most part, I'm a better friend than I am a partner. So I just want to, I don't know how, I don't know when, God willing, God will allow, I'll be able to experience full on that whole relationship vibe and building with someone. Because people keep looking at me like, oh, she's so African. Oh, she's such a wife. What does that even look like? Aren't we all African also? How do you just look at a person and say, you're such a wife? What is that, babes?
What's a wife look like? Like, are they trying to say you're like a mamzo? You're like a...
I hope not. I hope not. I ain't trying to look like somebody's mama. Hell to the no, not now.
Oh well.
Yeah. So how is it to grow and build with someone romantically, in a nutshell?
Yeah, man. I think it's pretty hard to answer, but I think it's you wanting the same things, and then it starts to, when you got to do stuff with your person. Don't just always go Netflix and chill, or you gotta go through experiences. You gotta do things together, because it's all about how you end up feeling in that moment. Like how, if you go on a trip together, there's just certain times where you'll catch yourself maybe just looking at them and like thinking to yourself, oh, I'm really enjoying myself in this place with you. And then certain feelings like that, then they make you want to do something nice for that person. Like, oh man, I just want to make him feel what I'm feeling. And if that person is, it's so much better if it's like both ways as well. If it's reciprocal, that's the word.
When it's reciprocated, yes, reciprocated. That English word there.
So now it's just, everyone's just trying to we're just trying to make each other feel good. I do something nice for you. And it's not necessarily in an outdo you way, but it becomes like, just, I don't want to say habit, but, you just always, and you build on that. Feelings, everything. Now, every time you see your person, you smile, you want to kiss him, you want to hold him. And then you do stuff like maybe you go to the club together. and you all buy your little bottle, stand in the corner and be like, yo, check out that thought. Oh my gosh, look at that idiot.
Y'all start gossiping together.
I feel like one of the things that I feel like maybe messes up relationships or even just anything as adults is society's rules. You know, like everyone is trying to, especially now, they're trying to give that Instagram love life.
Yeah.
And that's unnecessary pressure, man. Like most of those people ain't even happy.
Half the time it's not real. Yes. Someone posted once that half the people that are on social or whose relationships are posted on social should not even be on there. For what? Actually, apart from it being on there, y'all should not even be together.
Yeah.
You know?
But I feel like that's how you build. That's my, or at least how I would like to build with my person. Because yeah. Ooh.
Authentically so. Facts. Okay. One day I'll be ready and I'll call you like, yo, ads. You won't believe what happened. Shit.
You know what you must do? You must send me a video. You must send me a video like when they do that Thanos thing where like the guy is sleeping there and you're like, the job is done.
I'm gonna do that. I got you. Here's another question. So I watched a video the other day, and I've seen this quite a few, where a guy says, yo, if I'm working and I'm good, I'm gonna give 50% of my salary to my woman. She doesn't have to do nothing. If she's working, that's her money. It's fine. I'm gonna make sure that if I'm choosing to be with you, I'm choosing to take care of you. That means I'm giving you 50% of my salary. Go take care of yourself, your nails, da 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 da. What do you think about that? What's your take on that? And I know Steve Harvey is also, he speaks a lot towards that, but I don't think he says literally give 50. But just like, if you are taking somebody else's daughter, make sure you're able to take care of her type of vibe. What's your take on that?
I think that guy is number one bullshit guy.
Steve Harvey.
No, look, but that's that's the stuff I was talking about. You know, it's within part of when you are building a relationship or romantic feelings and all of that with your partner. Like I said, you are a representation of me out there. Do I want you looking crusty or do I want you looking good? You know? And I mean, it does. When I know that you having your hair done and your nails done makes you feel good, why would I not want to make you feel good? I don't know about giving you the dough, because I'm a stingy black man, but I am all about paying for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's an ego thing, because I guess it kind of makes me feel good. Like when I get there and then I'll be like, how much was your shit? And then I pay for it. But that's just me. But I will get it done for you. But giving you money, what else is itchy, bruh? Ooh, I'll pay your DSTV bill.
Yeah.
I'll pay. I don't know if I'm on levels of rent with anyone I've been dating. I guess, well, the previous one.
You've been, yeah.
So we were staying together, so I paid rent. But, you know, and I was cool with, you know, giving her my card. Where you going? I'm going out to the club. All right, cool. Here, take my card. So that no man buys you a drink. You know what I'm saying? You can buy your own drinks.
No, I feel that 100%. I think for me, my thing is that 50%. I don't want you to give me a whole 50% of your money, because you can't tell me.
Do you want my money?
All your bills are going to be covered with the 50% that you left with. And where are you saving as well? Because by the sounds of it, it's like it's just spend, right? help me here and there. I appreciate that 100%. Don't give me all that money. Okay, give me 10% or 20. Save the 30 if that's the case, you know? So I just feel like let's also be economical about it. Let's be smart about it. And it shouldn't just be, I'm going to take care of my girl, you know? So
basically your issue is 50%.
it's a,
You
well,
have no issues. You have no issues getting the money. You have an
no,
issue with
like you said,
50%.
you
Now
don't have
that's too
to
much.
give me, you don't have to give me the actual cash. I'm just saying, for one, I struggle being accepting from people. I mean, I still struggle accepting from you people or whatever, and my parents themselves. But
Who's you people?
you, I ask you for
Is it because
stuff, but
I'm
I still
black?
struggle with receiving from you. Yes, if I ask you to help me out, I still struggle with that. And it's the same with my parents or anyone else. I'm just so, you know, when you're used to just giving, it's okay to just give. But when you are in need of something and you have to ask, you're like, oh my God, oh, I feel weird. You know, it's really a weird thing, even with my parents still. But it's not as such the 50% thing, but it's just like in your mind, don't be like, I'm gonna give you all of this so you can take care of yourself. But just say, I will be able to contribute to 1, 2, 3, or I'll be able to assist you with this and this and that. And then we'll save. Especially if you're in a relationship where you're planning a future together. Baby, we ain't trying to be broke 10 years in. Like, so just put some money aside.
How about you take that 50% and you put it aside?
I just might do that.
We have a
You know, do you know
we
what
have
I
a
think?
saying in Shona.
Yeah. You have a saying in Shona?
It says we have a saying in Shona that says Mushamkadzi, which means the home is the woman. So in literal translation. But
Musha.
basically
Musha is the house, right?
is the home, the yard, the
Yeah. So
plot.
Makazi almost sounds like woman. Makazi. Venda. It's almost similar to
Yeah.
Venda. Yeah.
So basically what they're saying is, or what you should do is you should begin that money and saving it. So that when times get hard because he's giving you that 50%, best believe he's going to blow his 50%. So he's letting you know that, listen, I've given you everything to take care of the crib, all the bills, your bills, everything. I'm going to go chow mine with my homies or whatever. So what you should do is take that money or whatever you can and save it so that when times get hard for him, like he loses his job or something gets bad or whatever, you could always just turn around and be like, oh, I can take care of the bills, whatever, while you try to get back on your feet. Or you can just be like, hey, baby, I've been taking care of that money you've been giving me here. That's a whole nother, like, you would look at you in a whole nother, like, damn.
Yeah. I
Because,
mean,
it ain't just about you the money and going and blowing it yourself.
yeah.
Like, be responsible, shout it.
But you see, so I hear that. I get it. But let's both be
Yeah.
responsible. Okay. Let it not
Well,
be.
in a perfect world.
And yeah, let's both try to be responsible, because that in itself, God forbid we break up. Do you think I'm gonna save that money and say, I had this for us when we were still together? Here, some of it. No, I'm taking it with me. So
What?
if shit hits the fan for you, you are not seeing a cent of it. So let's both be responsible. Let's both be economical about it and just save on an individual basis. I get it, the whole, oh, she can, nah, let's both handle this thing properly. Nah,
Okay.
we used to joke around. Don't be promoting music here,
Don't be hating on her.
We used to joke around with our friends. One of my friends in Bloom, where things would get like really tough, and we'd be like, yo, if I was that girl that, like, if I was willing to get a blesser, I'd literally just take that money I'm given and invest it in something, or just use it to pay my bills. And I wouldn't be
I know girls that have done that.
And I applaud them for it. I just can't be that person. I mean, like I said, I can't even, I struggle to take money from my parents still, but because they're there and I need it and they're willing to help, yes. But nah. Yo, Baba, listen, can I tell you something? If I don't have, I will sit in my house until payday, knowing that the money that is coming to me, I have worked for it. You understand? It's very, very hard till this day to just receive money like this with a person saying, hey, here's some extra coins. Nah, no. Because in my mind, I'm just like, huh?
There's no such thing as free money. People give you free money.
Of course, it's not free money.
Maybe your parents.
It's that expectation there. You understand? It's that expectation that comes with you giving that money that I'm not really willing to deal with. So I'm just like, let me sit here, drink my water till next week, have my bread and butter, and I'll be fine. You know, it's really good. But each to their own. No one is being judged here, so it's all good.
Oh, no, it's better no judgment zone.
Yeah, there's a no judgment zone, of course. What do you mean? What do you take me for?
Charger.
Huh?
I gotta get to my charger.
You are the most restless guest I've had here.
What am I supposed to do? Like,
I really should have.
sit in one position. I thought about this.
I'm not even surprised.
Like,
you've known about this for weeks. Huh?
Yo, but like, what was I supposed to do? Dress up?
Yes.
And
respect me.
And like,
what's a shumba even?
Am I disrespecting you? I'm so sorry.
No. What's a shumba?
Shumba is a lion. And
in what? In Shona?
Yeah.
You've only taught me bad words in Shona. You haven't really taught me like good words. Boy, legit.
What do you want to learn? Like, I don't know. This is not the platform for that.
No, I'm not looking to learn now. Yeah. No, it's fine. Another day. In closing, verses. I'm gonna ask you a few things and just say you choose between the two, which one you prefer. Attending a party or hosting a party?
Hosting.
Vele. It's your thing. Vele. Roommate hosting. Or live alone?
Huh. Live alone.
Beautiful. Cash or credit?
Cash is king, baby.
Beautiful. Sneakers or dressed shoes?
Ooh. There aren't that many dress shoes though. But sneakers, like so many different kinds.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to say sneakers.
All right. How many do you have anyway?
Oh, let's not go there. You're gonna break my heart.
Okay, my bad. English or math?
English.
Duh. Start assignment immediately or wait until the last minute?
I'm a start it immediately kind of guy.
Really? Why am I? I thought you were just like scramble. Okay.
Because what he and it.
Can I finish with you? I am really done. Last question. Fiction or non-fiction?
Huh?
Fiction or non-fiction?
Ooh, non-fiction.
Very interesting. So there's a book, movie. Reality. Love it. Thank you.
I live in the real world.
Baba Moswa. for
thank you for having me on your.
Huh?
Thank you for having me on your show. I will definitely go watch those that came. I will go watch those that came before me, and
plan to watch those that come after you.
And I will probably cringe when I watch myself. But
you're very busy, hey?
What do you mean?
Busy.
Oh, sorry. I don't have a setup like you where I can just, have everything right in front of me and like just snap my fingers and oh my gosh, I have a podcast.
I love you.
I am sorry, but thank you. Thank you so much.
I love you so
even
much.
Though you were interrupting with my cricket time, I'm going to go now catch the back end of it. Thank you so much.
Can you wait for me to finish?
I love you and make sure you make me look good.
Hey, can I finish? Please. Your cricket will come, man. Like, you will rewind that thing.
I thought you were done.
No, you're rushing me to be done. I'm just saying, Anthony, can I finish? You go smoke, watch your cricket and do all that stuff. Just let me do the closing. God damn, man.
Why are you yelling? Why are you fighting?
Like, why are you screaming? Why are you screaming?
Why are you screaming?
I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for being the awesome human being that you are, English. And continue working hard. Continue fighting for yourself, building yourself up, and know that you are going to be in a way better place that you're in than what you're in right now. And we always have your back. And yeah, I love you, man. Thank you for contributing to this podcast and sharing your little pearls of wisdom. You may be a joker, but you have some very positive things to say. You have some you're extremely knowledgeable. Maybe next time I'll ask you about the books that you read, because you do read a lot as well, which is something I need to get into again. But yeah. Go watch your cricket.
Well, my mantra is that you come first after me. And that's what you must do for yourself as well. Mm-hmm. Whenever somebody asks for something or they need something, just be like, I got you, because you come first after me. Always make sure that you are good first and then you can help others. But I love you too. And thank you for having me on your show. If you have any single friends that are listening, I am single. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Don't worry about the past. Whatever she was talking about, all her friends in the past, they dead to me now. Who are they? Don't even remember them. Call me. My number is 08. It's like, I'm playing.
Please go watch cricket. I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.